All right, one and all, welcome back to the A4 action. We've got more community games going on here, and we are fixing a right in the free-for-all community. Your maps are too big. You're getting too campy. So we made it a bit smaller. This right here is Mini Map Dry Arabia, an 8-player map shrunk down to the size of what you'd find for 4, courtesy of all these fat, giant mountains that have been added in. Big shout out, actually, to the creator of this map. This was made by Caillou. They were working on this. They even created 2 iterations, one that is more resource-starved, and we had to choose the more resource-starved. Look at how little gold there is around the outside. With usually 8 players. Unfortunately, we got 7 players this time. It looks like we had a decent drop straight away. We're not going to do a remake. We'll play this one out. I'm curious to see how it's going to play. But that just means we can upload this as a 7-player free-for-all and then do an 8-1 afterwards. I mean, sounds like a win to me. More content. And already we're seeing outpost rushes come out. Let's introduce the player. To the south side, we're going to have Golly on his HRE. It seems like he gets this a lot. Golly, a very talented, very high-level player. Just north of them, on the Zhuji, is going to be Julie Beck. And to the right side is going to be another Zhuji player, Young Shoelace. Further north from that, we're going to have Zero Cool in the green playing as the French. They always play as the French. I think these 3 players are all gold, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I can double-check that now. So, over here, John Smith. John Smith is unranked, but they were team-ranked as Conk. They're going to be playing as the Ayubids. Next to them is going to be Fatblop. Fatblop in the purple pool is playing as Order of the Dragon. They are a diamond-level player. Further north, Teal. We've got WG England here in the Teal. They are platinum, and they're playing as Jeanne D'Arc. And then just to go back to these ones, Zero Cool was definitely a gold-ranked player. They haven't been ranked since Season 4, though. Young Shoelace is going to be gold 3. And then finally, Julie Beck is platinum rank. Platinum 1, gold in team ranked. So basically, my recommendation to all of you is kill that guy. That guy right there, murder his face. And you know what? You get paid to murder him because, folks, we are playing the Bounty Everything mod again. That's right. This is the customization of the unofficial AGS mod we made where whenever you kill units, you get paid. If you kill a house, you get 50 wood. If you kill an outpost, you get 100 wood. If you kill a villager, 50 food. If you kill a knight, 140 food, 100 gold. If you kill a castle, you get 900 stone. It's snowballing. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen in this one. Especially considering some of these players haven't got much breathing room between them. Most notably the south side. Oh my god, these meditation gardens though. That's double gold, stone, and the food. Really good one there from Julie Beck. Not as impressive for Young Shoelace over here. I think they're missing out on the gold, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate. They're just like half a tile out. So it sucks a little bit for them. Then again, they pick Zhuji, so... so the rules we have is if you are plat or below, you are not obligated to random. Anything above, you do. The funny part is how often Golly seems to random HRE. I just don't know how he does it. But in his little campy corner, he's going to be going for the Arkan Chapel. You know what the upside of being in the corner is, folks? People can't backstab you. Also, it's kind of weird. I wonder if corner camping is kind of effective in this game mode to a certain extent. Because if people have to dive your TC to get into your base, you're going to be trading and getting resources from them, right? I do think long-term it hurts you because you just can't tech up and you get sieged down slowly. But looks like Julie Beck is going to be a greedy. Going in for the Jeanne D'Arc, so we are looking at TC spam probably on the horizon. And that, I think the TC of Golly, if you put the money camp here, you should be safe to gather from this stone just about. Both of them are going for Song Dynasty straight away. North side, some walls are actually coming out from purple. An interesting choice to wall here. That's kind of curious. And a trade wing choice coming out from John Smith. That's interesting. I think we've seen them on the Ayyubids before, and they usually make this choice. A lot of people aren't crazy about trade wing. You know, you're not going to be able to get much eco benefit out of this. There is no trade point in the map, but it is going to give you the Bedouin swordsmen and skirmishers to punish your next door neighbor. Fat Blop just going with the standard choice up in the Minework Pass. Jeanne D'Arc should be close to tech up, right? No, she's still some way away. 350 of 500 XP. Remember, the way that Jeanne works with these spawns is you have to build the TC and then she spawns afterwards. So you don't have her immediately at the beginning. And also, Zero Cool Always playing French. In this game, pretty cozy for him, right? He's got access to stone. He's got an entire corner to himself. He could just TC boom up with no real pressure onto him. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're heading towards that. I just realized, actually, because we hopped in a few minutes later, we can hit the speed up on this until we get some aggro play. Get past that early game. Dive in. Young Shoelace is going to lose the scout there. Far, far away from home. I don't think there was any sheep there, though, so not too bad. Second TC has been added in by Juliebeck. Oh, and I guess you guys probably want predictions, don't you? You guys do love predictions. So, if we quickly set up the predictions, who will win? I think a lot of you are probably going to vote for Pink, though, just because of what I said about ranks. Which, you know, I would remind people that rank isn't everything. We've actually seen him get annihilated by golds before. That is the power of free-for-alls. You never really know where everything lies. 2 minutes, predictions, get them in now. Fuck, what? Okay. Juliebeck going for the farms next to the TC. Wow, okay, we have got an Age of Empires 2 gamer here. I've not seen a Juji player do that yet, at all. That's a first. Oof. Juji Civil War, though. Looks like there's a little bit of aggro play coming out yellow. Blue yet to really participate in that, only outpost to defend themselves. North side is going to be the Regnit's drop for good reason. The relics, by the way, if you guys didn't notice, they all spawn in the center. Not that many of them, mind you. I talked to the map creator. He noticed this when we spawned a few test runs, and he said he is going to make an update so that the relics are a little bit less biased, because right now, them all being in the center is a little bit crazy. Another reminder, we do play these free-for-alls with a Sacred Site timer resume cooldown and a single Sacred Site in the center. So if you capture this and hold it for 5 minutes, and then get decapped, if you come back and capture it again, the timer will resume at 5 minutes to count down. So these games are designed to actually snowball in a lot of ways. Between the bounty everything and the resumable timer, the whole goal here is to reward people for being active instead of just camping. Flash coming out underneath the outpost. There's a hand cannon slit here as well, so a really tough fight for Young Shoelace to take. I think he kind of misread this a bit. Did get some villager kills though, so not too bad. But remember, Young Shoelace, they're playing 1 TC here. They have snuck out for the stone, so they can try to boost up eventually. But blue, unlike yellow, can actually afford those type of eco losses, especially if it trades out for military. And yes, to confirm for people, this is a generated map. We've been doing a lot of crafted maps at the moment, but this one is a generated. Although is ambitious, isn't going to work out there in the end. I'm actually wondering like who I'd favor here. Teal's got his own corner to himself, but purple realistically should have all the relics more or less. But the problem is that the Golly Deco was not made that easy, right? Like Golly, is he getting any relics? Oh my god, where have they gone? They're already gone from the center. I mean, it's 2 relics for purple. It's 1 relic halfway home for pink. Second relic. Oh my god. Dude, Golly actually snuck it. There were 5 relics here, right? He's got 2. Purple's got 2. There is 1 unaccounted for. I'm not sure where it is. It must be in transit. That's impressive, guys. Golly Deco has to run around 2 players to get to the center. And he gets a good yield. Well played, sir. Sacred Site now being locked in by Faplop, though. Eyes on the prize, folks. Win condition to be achieved. England, ready to go up to age 3 here. This could be the guild hall. Royal Institute coming in from Zero Cool. A little bit surprising, but I've seen this from Zero Cool. He doesn't really play for that ultra late game. He has a clear idea that he wants to just scale knights and then eventually get royal bloodlines. I think in free-for-alls, going anything but guild hall is just bad. It's just way too good the way it scales with how long the average game time is in a free-for-all, right? Like, compared to a 1v1, your average game time should be on average, what, like 20 minutes longer usually? So you will always get value out of a guild hall. And Imperial almost feels guaranteed. I don't think Royal Institute, which is 3 knights, offers you anything at this stage. Sacred Simon is ticking, by the way. He capped it at, what, 12.5 minutes? So 22.5 minutes. That's the timer we're looking for here. I'd love to see Faplop going in for stone right now. Like, getting a keep drop in the center would make it a pretty strong hold. Now, though. Boom, baby. It's pretty good damage. He's actually slowly killing villagers as well. They are dragon villagers, however, so they take quite a while to slay. Siege Workshop now coming in, so there will be a counter to that. Orange building up a scary army here, though. There's only men-at-arms coming out from Faplop. Has got the Dragon Cuirass, at least. Meanwhile, down here, it looks like Golly Deco is striking in. Julie Beck in trouble. Oh, man, if Young Shoelace goes in now, it's going to be a dead blue player. And people asking about the relic situation. I believe it was a 2 relic situation, if I'm not mistaken, for Golly Deco. Faplop, as far as I can see, only has 2 relics. I don't know where the third one went. I'm still confused by that, because unless I'm imagining it, I'm pretty sure there were 5 relics in the center of this map. So something's happened. I'm just not sure what. Flash coming in underneath the TC. Faplop. I think he's got a problem here. John Smith, like a dog with a bone, that just won't let go. Commits to the dive. Only 10 men-at-arms. Faplop. He's struggling. He has no food income. No. Faplop. So busy singing Feed the World, he forgot to feed himself here. I think we might be saying farewell to one of our HRE-type players quite quickly. Order the Dented, first to go out. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. It was only 4 relics. I mean, there's no recovery from this, folks. Faplop. He's got all the gold, but no food. A keep drop would have went up mile here, but there's no way you get it up now. Well, there's Undermesh level 1. Yes, you have got level 2 ranged attack, but this many troops coming in, it kind of feels like it's going to be relentless here. I think John Smith will get the kill. Faplop's trying to make his escape, but with a lack of food, this is difficult. In fact, does he have any food incoming right now? I don't think so. He could try to trade for it. That might be the play. He got denied out on the gold and the deer, right? Like, there's pretty much nowhere he can gather. He's trying to take the gold away from John Smith. And good question. Do you get players' remaining resources when you kill them? No. You also do not get resources from kills on things that are already dead, right? So, for example, if Faplop GG'd out and then John Smith burnt down this racks, he wouldn't get 150 wood. But if he burns the racks while he's still alive, he gets 150 wood. Till now showing up. These ecos are scaling pretty fast, right? Like, Faplop losing a fight like that is costly. The food coming in, of course, from the kills. Turns out he killed more Gulam than I gave him credit for. So might be able to hold. Yeah, this is the dangerous thing, by the way, that we've highlighted with this game mode, is, like, while you are snowballing, the flip side of that snowball is when you reach a point where you're diving the TC, you need to be careful, because you could lose a lot of units. And those units are paying back the person you're aggroing. And, oh my god, apologies, I don't know what happened with the UI there. That's funky. Let's turn that off. How long was that on? Was that just now? I hope that was just now. Apologies, folks. Yeah, I'm starting to not like the auto transitioner. It's a bit weird. Teal looking to farm eco as well as XP here. Jeanne D'Arc, not too far off level 3 either. But instantly sniped down. Now, Jeanne doesn't give any resources, but that was well played. Oh. How's Golly doing? I need to check in on our strongest player, or theoretically strongest player. Golly's taking a slow approach to this, right? Like, he hasn't got much food to work with. In fact, he's now farm transitioning and playing out into loose deer. Credit to Blue. Blue survived this, by the way. I mean, it was dangerous what Golly was doing. Like, these choke points kind of kill you, right? Because you've got melee going to Mass Chuganu and hand cannon slip fire. It doesn't matter that you're playing heavily armored units into Chuganu. You're just trading poorly. So that actually benefited Julie Beck quite a lot. Allowed him to get even more military units out. What is this cursed base? This has to be the most cursed Juji base I've seen. I guess you get a medal for that or something. Young Shoelace, a very uncomfortable position there. Julebek, meanwhile, went up the Shaolin Monastery despite the fact that they don't have any relics to grab. I don't know, maybe that's like a confident statement. You know when you like just make a statement on Twitter, he's like, I will lose this much weight. Or, I'll be like, I will host 3 major lands this year. It's like, I mean, now you made that bold statement. Manifest. Right now, they're like, I will get Golly's relics. It's just a matter of time. Dude, how is purple still alive? Orange is still diving like this. This is dangerous. I mean, Fatlop is basically staying alive from these kills. The castle doesn't... Oh my god. Oh my god. No. All right. Scrap that. Fatlop was alive because of all this farming. I actually think he's dead now. I mean, raids are coming in from Teal as well, right? So this little proxy base doesn't exist. The gold gathering is still going on over here. The problem for Fatlop really is food, though. I mean, right now, the Ghoulims are giving him good trades. Villager is going to be denied trying to rush up that, that keep all on their lonesome. Actually, maybe it's not fair to say his food is the issue. I think the issue for Fatlop right now is production. He has 2 Raxes, and that's it, right? And he's not even building Gilded Crossbowman. I think if he actually just scaled Gilded Crossbowman, he could hold this pretty easily. E-Repairs is keeping him in it. I think the mistake being made by John Smith is no Rams and no Trebs. They're probably going the hardest way about this possible. At least you should have the Manjaniques onto fire mode. Then the TC would take a lot of damage. Instead, John Smith, while he thinks he's farming, he's kind of just being farmed here. Fatlop's almost ready to drop a Pulse of Swabi or elsewhere. This awkward stalemate. And as soon as you say it, it shall happen. Fatlop, here we go. This is his comeback mechanism. Mistakes most definitely made in this game by John Smith. John Smith, who had him by the long curlies, just a little bit too ambitious with that dive. It's weird because the way that you think about playing AoE4 and how you normally play it is so different in this game mode, because when you sit under static defenses without taking them out, you aren't actually killing your opponent, and all that idle eco they have is kind of offset by the fact that they are making payday on the kills. Like, look how quickly each of these crossbowmen ends up getting killed. The resource gen is crazy. Night Raid also coming in. Teal's like, I want a piece of that. Orange isn't going to die from this straight away, but I've got a bad feeling Fatlop's going to come at it with a vengeance. Meanwhile, it looks like Young Shoelace has played in the center of the map. Dude, the resources are so limited on this. I really like what they've done. I actually think this might be the better way to play it. Like, what do you think, guys? Would you rather see more resources here? Because I think, like, the limited resources and the way that they're kind of being spread out, it forces people to commit quite quickly out into the map, which I quite like. I'm never a fan of giving people too many big, fat gold veins and stones so they can hide in a corner. I mean, I say that. Golly has hidden in the corner for quite a while. But he's riding out now. Blue. Wait, where's the army? They're coming now. Most of these Chuganu, a few crossbows. Checkpoints they go. Golly Deco is like, oh my god, no! Death by a million bolts. Golly will back away. John Smith, in the meantime, is ready to go Imperial Age, and they are going up with the Eco Growth Wing. Oh, that's interesting, actually. Like, we never see that, right? Because people always research it early in the game, but his village is 10% more efficient in general, which means you're kind of like the standard Abbasids, right? Because remember, the standard Abbasids, their Golden Age for gathering rate is better than the Ayubids. This fixes that. That's kind of cool. Still not as good as Abbasids, but you're kind of better. And oh my god. That is a massacre on both sides, but I think Golly's getting the better side of it right now. Juliebeck killing plenty of units, but not many left alive here. Golly still with 28 men at arms, should be able to clear this up. Ram's also getting in. I love the fact that he's just farming the farms here. 75 wood rebate every time. Then arms line is pretty thin, but it's the siege line I'm worried about now, folks. No answer for Juliebeck. Looks like Golly Decker is going to take out Blue. I mean, they've got more landmarks behind this, but with the main base destroyed, I don't think Julie has much left here. 70 eco, sure, but the military count might struggle. Especially with just one mango coming through. Just keeping the TC down. Oh, wait, guys, you ready for a big epic rebate? Oh. Oh. Watch the resources. Oh. That must feel so good to get 750 resources for a 2.5k HP structure. Now, that's an interesting thought. Does the Rus militia refund food when killed? I haven't tested that. We haven't tested everything thoroughly. We know that, for example, Byzantine units, when they're killed, the mercenaries are killed, they give whatever their normal resource would be. So instead of being olive oil, let's say you kill like a Streltsy, you'll get the 240 resources. But I'm not sure about limited things, specific things like militia. We'll just have to test that over time. Keep drop. Oh, Golly gets denied off the gold. Has to back away from this. And I don't... Like, there is gold over here, right? So he can access this. Green also comes in from the north. Says death to Zhu. And I think the Zhu players will both be saying GG soon. Wait, I say that. Young Shoelace. What in the name of rat is this? My corner. I'm getting the feeling that Young Shoelace originally wanted the corner that Golly Deckle took. You know, they were quite close to it, but Golly was first, you know? Faplop. Wow, he actually gave in the end. GG comes out. Wow, I didn't expect that. John Smith finally made the correct choice, right? They switched away from squishies into siege. And they get through the base. And it looks like instead of trying to reboom on the right side of this, Faplop just taps out. So it was Teal that was the issue with the backstab. I mean, Teal was kind of going back and forth between both of you, right? Like, you and Orange were taking hits from him. Golly Deckle overextending. Green punishing now. Oh my god, and also Blue. He's coming in for the backstab on the siege. Golly caught in the middle of a tech up. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, the villagers! Golly down to 50 eco. That's a lot of losses, these knights. I mean, Zero Cool, remember, these are Royal Bloodline knights. Golly right now must be looking, going, what the hell am I seeing here? Like, your Castle Age, man, why? Zero Cool just built diff. Still the Arbitraire, but I mean, the Mangoes are a problem here. He's got limited knights to try and dive in. In fact, he's got no knights left over. A few more are coming around the back of this, but the Mango, on its own, could clear up all the Arbitraire. Oof. Wait. The fake pump. Go. There we go. Ooh. Oh, right in the kidneys. He won't get another shot out, though. Zero Cool has thrown away the entire army with this, though, right? He's going to stay here for a while, but Golly Deckle not quick to give up, folks. Remember, all these trades, all these kills back and forth. If he's taken down a knight for every minute-arms lost, that means he's making bank right now. Double the cost for a knight, right? I do believe he's surviving this. I mean, the outposts, the double TC, it's adding a lot of fire in. Even with the level 2 ranged armor coming in for Zero Cool, it's not good enough, right? Like, he can't actually hold up against this. He is going to be pushed back. Golly, although dented, is not dead. 4,000 food in reserve, 2.4k gold. Zero Cool will secure some map and tech up with this. He has made an enemy, and he's not finished him off. So, who's our favorite frontrunner now? I think Teal's been a little bit quiet. Jeanne D'Arc's pretty strong, actually, in this game mode, now that I think about it. Because she isn't worth any resources. And whenever she kills, I mean, you can just send her in and trade, right? Think about it this way. Like, if you have the cleaves, you go in, let's say you kill 4 units at 240 a pop. That's almost 1,000 resources, so your buyback is almost covered in terms of raw quantity. Jeanne has some spicy implications here in the bounty everything. Zero Cool once again taking the 5. This is a bad one, man. I mean, you're up against HRE, Men-at-Arms, and Spearmen, and also they have the Inspired buff. Bad trades here. Expensive ones as well. Zero Cool doesn't really have that much gold to work with, and these trades make it worse, actually. I think this is where France is going to struggle a bit in the bounty everything, is if you're trading up against Men-at-Arms and losing knights, think about the cost implications there. You spend 100 gold, that means you have to kill 5 Men-at-Arms to make that gold back. Orange in the meantime on the north side. Starting to dent into the other Francais. It looks like Jeanne D'Arc. Not quite there. Quite a long way to go, actually. Mecha Jeanne, well over 1,000 XP away. Might prove problematic. Mangoes are coming. Oh my god, what? The Gilded Crossbowmen have been chasing this ram this entire time from Fatplar. Well, they might finally get it. Looks like Orange is going to be pushed back. So good hold here by Teal. Elsewhere on the map, Golly getting access to the gold that he truly needs. I say that, he doesn't really need it that much considering the amount of knights he just farmed. Blue has managed to stay alive here. Walls going up around center, a reboom the TCs, adding in more granaries. Not too bad, actually, from Juliebeck. Finding a way to hold on here. Meanwhile, in the kingdom of young Shulace. This is such a dumb base. His little home away from home, right? His timeshares holiday vacation home. Oh, blimey. Nesta Bees could be a big deal here, folks. Oh my god, especially if they get freebies like that. More coming out. Golly needs the gap close it right now. Nesta Bee flurries. The Mangoes need to target these down. Instead, they go for the crossbows. Well, he starts to spread out a bit, so that's going to minimize the losses against these Nesta Bees. Looks like he has got enough troops to overwhelm. Remember, this is elite against standard. It's actually the only reason this worked. If Juliebeck was in an equal fight, right, castle on castle, these Nesta Bees would have destroyed. Instead, Golly is the one raining destruction and also now has got the elite army tactics. I think we're about to say farewell to Blue. This is just tough, right? Like, I don't see how you're going to hold up against this anymore. Julie, if they could find a way to tech up, maybe. They're just lacking the gold. The more I see them, the more I kind of feel like HRE Men-at-Arms just might be a really strong play in general in this game mode. Because the bounty everything, like, they just trade very efficiently. I don't think it's a problem once you're past 30 minutes to give your opponent loads of food. Gold is the biggest difference maker, right? And even if you go, say, Arbitrary instead, you're paying 40 gold each compared to 20. GG comes out, Juliebeck surrenders over. Oh my goodness. Golly, corner camper extraordinaire. Is he going to do this? Green has a really strong position in this game, and it looks like they are setting up keeps around the center, so we might see a play to secure the sacred site soon. In fact, we're reaching a stage where all the remaining players are pretty much gunning for that center. Orange and yellow have some very weird border going on here. But I think Orange is dead. That's going to be the end for them. I mean, they've got nothing left, right? It's just economy, exposed economy at that. So Teal able to massacre here. John Smith will go out in 5th. Smith in 5th. Makes sense. Zero. Still gunning for that #1 spot, right? Pretty strong position they have in this game. I mean, the score doesn't really tell a lie here. These are by far your strongest players, and they are closely matched, I think it's fair to say, but that might be changing soon. I think Golly right now is farming up a storm in the former Juji Empire. Don't know how much longer he's going to last up here, though. Young Shoelace. Keep in mind that John Smith should have known about this. WG doesn't. He has no clue that someone is camped in the corner over there. So it could be the thing that actually saves Young Shoelace for a podium finish. Last remnants of the south base are going to be taken out, though. And this should open up the way for Golly to start plowing into Zirikul. Does have the ramps to try and do so. Need to be really careful about the way you approach the Red Palace here. If static defenses are an effective way of farming resources, think about what a Red Palace can do. Flash over the center here. Looks like Teal in the engagement. I mean, this should be a fight that theoretically Teal should win, but he just ran his knights into spearmen. And that's not ideal. I mean, with the Gambesons, you should be tanking the spears with your Arbitrier. Instead, Zirikul absolutely annihilates WG in the center. Oh my, and he's down to 32 military, nowhere near max pop. Meanwhile, Zirikul, close to maintaining, has got a small housing issue right now. His problems might be getting worse here. He's stationed the entire army in the center of the map. And look who's coming on your flank. Golly angry about that raid earlier for good reason here. He looks to punish. Zirikul, dude, go home? I was trying to defend you. I mean, actually go home and defend. Because I don't think Golly is going to stop here, folks. And he shouldn't, really. Oh, for a second, I was like, why does Golly have 0? He should look to plow in. 0. Now moving south side. Do I favor 0 call here? I think Arbaletier Gambeson is pretty good against mass men-at-arms. Like, as long as you're microing back. But if you're standing still, it's absolutely atrocious. Not to mention the fact he doesn't have incendiary arrows. So Elite Army Tactics is a double up, right? Like, it's the extra health in the matchup, but it's also the extra damage. I actually think he's going to lose these fights. Oh, man. Did he not even build a university? I don't think he did. This was like your classic didn't build a uni type game, right? Because you had Royal Institute. He has got a uni. He just hasn't got the tech. That's a problem. Also, never upgraded the Arbaletier. Oh my god. I think that's it. Zirical's just dead. Mistakes made. Zirical, he needs some assistance right now from WG, but I don't think that's coming. When will people learn that you just gotta kill Golly? I'm gonna just make a proclamation here so people are aware of this going forward. Golly is your biggest threat in these type of games. When you guys see Recon or you see Donite in my lobbies, you target him. Why are you giving Golly a free pass? This Prodigy child, I think he's just about 15, or just turned 16 if I'm not mistaken, is a force to be reckoned with. He's been climbing the ladders in 1v1s. He's good. You should not let him vibe like this. Oh, yeah. I guess in a way, actually, having Shoelace and Julie Beck next to him like that insulated him, right? Zirical had to go through them first, so Golly was able to farm up a storm against players that I don't think were ready for a Conqueror neighbor. Baldiquin's now for Zirical. I mean, it is a pretty cool idea against mass melee. In fact, he could farm quite a bit here. No. If we had a few more, maybe. Back behind the walls he goes, though. Golly has closed the distance here. Zirical, he's just not getting the forces together. Golly was like 3 times the military mass, but there we go. Oh, that is how we farm. Baldiquins, guys, watch this. If they can get some more shots out, watch his resources go up. He needs to hit the men-at-arms, though. Here we go. Farm it. Farm it. But what's this backstab? Teal! Get out of here! Scram! Zirical. Oh my god, the gold he's getting from this. The amount of dead men-at-arms, but still, Golly is relentless. He has 18,000 gold. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. Teal, he's formed an alliance here. Green and teal versus pink. How? How does he have almost 20,000 gold? I cannot believe what I'm seeing in this game. What's the wonder cost? It's 4,000. What? Oh, I just realized what I done. I'm so sorry, folks. I put 250. Wait, no, I put 250 per player, and it's meant to be 3k default, so it should have been 5k of each. Oh man, Golly, he could actually go for a wonder. Raid in from Teal. Let's buy some time for the team. So we've got 2 relics garrisoned here. I believe there was always... No. Who took the relics? Was it Teal? It's Teal. Teal has the other 2 relics. Sean goes down. Yellow. Oh my... Why, hello there. Are you joining the Alliance of 2? Is this about to be the Golly Deckle coalition? Has Golly Deckle gone a little bit too much Prussian in this game? Maybe. I mean, he should be gunning for Golly, right? Like, Golly is the one that forced him out. Maybe he holds a grudge against Zeracool, but right now, like the only player you should have your eyes on surely should be Golly Deco. Zeracool marching out. Army on the move here, but we've got some hand cannoneers now. This is going to be a solution up against these Robotiquins, remember. They have less range than the hand cannoneers, and they have 0 ranged armor, so they will get sniped quickly. Golly marches out to meet. Line formation here. Smart choice, considering the Robotiquins' damage they could do. Spimmerly in the charge, right, so less gold going the other way. Hand cannoneers just trying to reach him, but there's just too many units here. Finally, he gets in range. The Robotiquins getting some damn good shots in the process. So all Roboti's down. And I don't think he's done enough here. I think Zeracool is going to be forced back again. Golly Deco, second wave coming through of hand cannoneers. Should be enough to force Zeracool to retreat. And folks, he has like no gold. 25 arbitrary queued up, but this is a pitiful amount of gold to fight with. Oh my god, he's making his play. Chill, you snake. You absolute snake. WG England is going for the Sacred Site victory. This is why we do it. This is why we stick a Sacred Site in the center. For moments like this. They won't come easy, but it's more feasible than practically any standard free-for-all Sacred Site spawn. Oh, he's actually going to kill Teal. Oh my. Is Yellow about to crown Golly? I actually think he is. I can't believe he's doing this. The Rams, the villagers, they show up. The trap is sprung. Young Shoelace in with the Feudal Age Horseman at 40 minutes in the game. This is it. This is his moment to shine, his own moment to kill. Rams are following up. Sacred Site has been locked in, and WG immediately has to dart back home. Where are the landmarks? Red Palace here. TC here. Guildhall. And then I missed the skull carry at the start, didn't I? I mean, Yellow, you got to go faster, though. You're going for the farms here. This is not how you kill him. He's going to get back in time. Why are the horsemen not upgraded? I am so confused by this. He's got no gold, right? But like, maybe sell some wood? You should have taxmen. I can't believe this. No way did this work. Torches out. School of Cavalry. He sent all the Rams to one landmark. I think this might kill him. As in, this might kill Yellow. Like, you need to split up more than this. It's a complete traffic jam here just to get in the primary TC. School of Cavalry. Almost dead. Red Palace way too hard to kill. Young Shoelace, a cute idea, but unfortunately it's not going to work out. What he might have done with this, though, folks, he might have bought time for Golly Deco to turn this into a one-on-one. Zeracool, down to 25 military. It's the end of the road for Green, I'm afraid. An impressive showing from the gold player, but Golly Deco in the end, just too strong. Mass hand cannoneer. I mean, what else do you do with 10,000 gold still in reserve? Oh my god. He has so many cannon emplacements queued up. What? Oh, this is crazy. Golly, he moves away now. He's like, okay, you are a non-factor, Zeracool. Kill. Has he got what it takes to contest? Plenty of food and wood in reserve. Gold, a little bit more questionable. And Sacred Site, it looks like it's going to be a move for a decap here from Golly Deco. WG, though, with all the cannon emplacements, this is tricky. I think you need to take a slower approach, Golly. Get some siege. What do you guys think? Can Teal do this? Because I think Green is heavily crippled, right? Like, he can't contribute too much here. Yellow basically just threw away everything. Young Shoelace has no resources. So he's a non-factor. It really comes down to whether Teal can beat Golly Deco on a one-on-one. And reminder, WG England is a plat level player. They are consistently plat, apart from Season 4 where they got diamond. But that was from 6 games played. So they are fairly well placed within that plat range. This would be impressive. But Golly is by far the highest ranked player. WG is probably going to need the assist of Zeracool to make it happen, though. But it's not going to work that way, right? Because he took the Sacred Site. So many hand cannoneers, though. I feel like you need mangoes. Well, speak of the devil. How many culverins? Is it just one? I think it was one, and he might have deleted it in favor of Trebs. So slower approach here. What on earth is... Young Shoelace, please, please build a siege workshop here. Drop the rams. Nice right out. Looks like the Trebs are going to get sniped for free here. I say for free, it cost him a few knights, but considering the slowdown here, how long has this been now? Is it like 3 minutes, maybe 4? I think WG has had the Sacred Site for maybe 3 minutes. We'll know when we get close, remember, the game warns you at the 3-minute countdown. But remember, if he gets pushed off and comes back later, they are going to resume the clock wherever they left off. So it's really important that you actually force players off of Sacred Sites sooner rather than later. This isn't your standard AoE 4 where you go, oh, well, like, I got it at 3 minutes on decap, back to a 10-minute timer. No. If you let them make progress now, they can come back and swiftly win the game later. Teal, once again sniping those Trebs. Keeps yoinking those freebies. I'm a little bit surprised that Golly isn't keeping the army a bit further forward here. Trebs in. I mean, he doesn't know which outposts have cannons, right? Which are fortified or about to be fortified. So you just have to take them out one by one, but this is slow. I mean, he could have went for cannons, but I guess he was worried about the Springholds. Flash coming in, men-at-arms, Langstack even in there, hand cannons as well. Look how quickly the Knights get destroyed. So many hand cannons going down, those instantly loses a third. Golly throwing so much into this, and WG getting so much out of it. Oh my god, the massacre here. Jeanne D'Arc on everything right now. She clears up the MAA. He spawns the champions, 10 champions here. Oh my god, Golly, he loses it all. Now, he has got the food and gold to reboom, but it's going to take a while, folks. Hand cannons are not quick to produce there. Jeanne, just go for the snipe on the siege. Oh my god, is she actually going to get it? Oh, he gets him! WG, there's no way, right? Are they actually going to do this? Villagers pinching Jeanne. She is low, she's dead. But you can insta-buy back. Remember, he's been farming gold. He's got 12,000 gold right now. Oh, I'm getting worried. Green needs to come in with the assist right now. They're wrapping around the backside. Killing eco won't work here, folks. The escalation from all these kills right now. WG England is sitting on plenty in reserve. I think we're past the halfway mark now on the Sacred Site timer. And he goes after the eco. You need the military, though. Keep diving. Keep diving, little sir. Zero cool. Cuts off the reinforcements. Golly needs to be quick on this reboom. Zero can only do this so long. These are spears. Even up against Knights, they're going to die. Hand cannons are just rinsing the Revoltiquins. Oh my god! Oh no! Zero cool. A taste of his own medicine here. He's been wiped. Golly needs to go. He needs to get in. Rams are coming as well. Everyone versus WG. All going up. Trebs just trying to counter Treb here. This is going to be close. Young Shoelace moving in with those Rams. He's starting to disrupt the back formation a bit here. Buying time before the Knights arrive. But Golly, I mean, the hand cannon account's just not very impressive here. He could do this. WG could win this. It's looking more and more possible right now. Zerical, new wave comes out. It's once again just spears. I'm wondering if there's been some communication. Like maybe Golly said, you build spears, I build range. It's like weird because you can't take the fight together fully, but you can kind of split it up a bit. The WG now with 32 more Knights. Remember, folks, usually at this stage of the game, French and John are out of gold, but because of the way you keep farming back and forth, that's not the case here. WG England doing it for England. Holding him back. Revoltiquins, mangonels, and cannon emplacements decimating Golly where he stands. This is a person that once had 20,000 gold in reserve. This is a person that had over 20,000 food. Look at him now. Look at him. The meat grinder knows only one winner. WG England now pushing out and pushing back. 3 minutes away from a win for our plat. I don't see a way now. I mean, this is so hard. There's no culverins, right? The anti-siege isn't being addressed. He doesn't have enough troops to protect culverins. And it's always just spears going to the same location. Right now, just kind of feeding the beast. Zirikul barely getting enough gold together for anything but spears. Knights every once in a while. Rams have cleared up some of the towers, sure, but I just think it's looking a bit too late. This is the danger of just kind of A-clicking into fights. You have to have a strategic matchup that wins. If you don't trade better, you lose. The interesting thing about this game mode is that eco isn't everything because you get it through good trades. So if you have the right matchups, you can win. But here we go, Golly. Oh my god, wait. Hold on. Has he done it? England. Where's the production? No way! WG England! He gets cleared up, Golly! He clears house! I cannot believe this. WG England delayed by the intercept of Zirikul long enough. The Golly will deny the win condition. Wow. That was not on my bingo sheet. Golly Dekul drains himself to the bone at a point there. But now the reboom. 68 hand cannoneers, 58 men-at-arms. WG England simply cannot produce quick enough. And if I'm not mistaken, they have got military academy. They just didn't build forward infrastructure here. Golly, of course, didn't either. But the difference, right, is that you're in a 3v1. What? Young Shoelace, I've come to reclaim my former lands, HRE scum. Fear me. All right, moving on. Young Shoelace is just trying to get his participation ribbon at the stage. I think this is looking pretty decisive. Golly Dekul now able to take on the world. Zirikul has barely any wood and just food. WG England does not have the production. At least it doesn't look like they do. In fact, they look deflated. They look defeated right now. It just feels like they didn't get enough production, right? If I do a count comparison here, WG England has 14 archery rangers and 13 stables. Check this from Golly. On the other side of this, he is sitting on 25 archery rangers and 32 Raxes. Double the production of his opponent. That is why he's winning, folks. You got to keep those numbers pumping. That's a shame as well, because I think WG England would have won this if he had. But now he's in danger of elimination. Rams, bombards, men-at-arms move in. A fight to be forced here. Men-at-arms just commit onto the red pass. They need that gun. Hand cannoneers also firing on it right now. I just don't think Golly cares. Red Palace down. Army will stand a fight. That's a lot of losses, though. I think Golly Dekul, that may have been quite neglectful, actually. If he just attacked the knights with the hand cannoneers and went for the castle with the men-at-arms, I think that works quite well. But instead, Golly throws away it all. Is this game ever going to end? Golly may have just given WG England a way back in. That was worth it. He's up to 150 military. Remember, the timer resumes if they recap, right? They're capped down to, I think it was about 2.5 minutes. So if WG England can get a good wipe and get back out there, they could clutch this up. And Zirikul is not attacking Golly at all right now. What? It doesn't go both ways, though. Ouch. This is like some vampirism right here. Golly's like, I need your power. Give me that gold. So what Golly's doing here kind of feels equivocal to when a Mongol player goes and burns a bunch of buildings. It's just like, yep, I need gold. Those units look like they're worth gold. Thank you. If he can clear up Zirikul here, he can get hand cannoneer force back together. If not, Golly's in trouble. Sacred Site locked in. Golly just trying to say, come to me. I quite like this approach because if Zirikul isn't going to start burning down the buildings, then he has nothing to lose from just staying on the Sacred Site. Army is on the way home now, though. So messy. Cannon emplacements. The amount of cannon emplacements he's got. Oh my god, this is so toxic. Frankly, my dear, this is absurd. The Germans' answer to a Maginot line, I guess. Teal also on the way. They've all turned their attention towards Golly Deco now. Landmark sniping is a possibility here. Remember, he went past the Swabia. He does not have the Elsbach influence to tank him up. So that's why you're seeing him fully retreat, right? Like, that's why he's coming all the way home. It's because he realizes the weakness he faces here. He's not as impenetrable as you would be otherwise with an Elsbach play. Awkward stalemate now. Teal is going to get the decap in the center. If he sends out his own priest, he could sneak a win condition here. Green and Teal, though. Similar idea. Golly moved back at the perfect time. These choke points will always be a winner for hand cannoneers. The absolute massacre. Look at the numbers right now. Oh my god. The amount of gold he is being fed here is absurd. And even more still. Dive continues. Teal going in. But buddy, this is not how you win this right now. You've lost too much. They both just fed Golly. Gosh, Golly, that ain't good. I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. I actually think Teal completely misread this. I am baffled right now by that choice. I mean, Golly could just wander right now, but does he need to? I mean, I think you do, right? Like right here. There it is. Here we go. Golly Deco going for the wonder win. Now, this is a 15-minute timer. Sometimes when we play micro maps, I stick the timer down to like 3 or 4 minutes. But this is your standard timer. And no, he didn't need 8k stone. We changed the settings a bit. It was 4k stone. Wow. I am not sure that they're ready for this. Where is the siege? Do they have enough? They've got like maybe a cannon and a treb between them. Lordy. There it is. Fully online. Golly Deco triggers the timer. 15 minutes until a win. Guys. Wait. Guys. No, WG, no. Don't tunnel vision it. The sacred site. If he just takes the sacred site, he wins this. Oh my god. And we don't talk about yellow. Yellow has no units. They're getting their participation ribbon right now. Teal moves forward. This is intriguing, actually. A very cool strategic approach by Teal. Set up the defenses. Let Green join you attacking Golly for a bit. And then afterwards, go for that sacred site. I love this approach. Golly's like, I need to farm more gold. Can you come to me? Thank you. Wait, Teal? Teal? Revoltiquins? Could be big. Mangoes. Time for the shots. Onto the hand cannoneers. Revoltiquins massacring the flank force right now. Mangoes. Oh my god, Golly! Loses so many units. Front line is folding though. Hand cannon has been reached. Siege is going to get cleared up. It is going to be a tax rebate at the tail end of the fight. Golly, all of a sudden, with 6,000 more gold. Sacred site. I think he mistimed this completely. Green is backing away. Golly is going to look to block this sacred site cap, though. Oh, man. Teal. That's so unfortunate. He has locked it in again, though. So he should be just over 2.5 minutes away. This is going to approach quickly. Golly, does he notice? Please tell me he notices. He's being distracted right now by Green. WG getting an opportunity. There it is. 2 minutes, folks. 2 minutes away from victory. Oh my god, Golly. He needs to be fast about this. Green, if he just idles him here for a bit, it will be a win for Teal. I think what WG needs is enough breathing time to get like 3 mangonels out. Please tell me he's got mangoes coming. It's Revoltiquins. That's not great. Wait, Green's going. He convinced him. Green's like, wait a second. That guy. Oh Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Clash comes in. There's no way WG's holding this. There is simply no way. Green more or less just seems like he's kingmaker right now. He comes in with the A-click on the backside of it onto pink. More troops are coming. Pavisas have been dropped. I love to see this. Extra ranged armor. Sure, you're a worse hand cannoneer, but still you've got extra armor against those units. No cannon emplacements in the towers, unfortunately, so these hand cannoneers will be the difference maker. Teal has to back up. Oh, this is going to be tight both ways, right? I mean, there's a lot of hand cannoneers dying here right now from Golly. In fact, I think he is going to get cleared up. The Revoltiquin's getting in range. Thinking close enough. Here we go. Shoot him down. There we go. They're blasted. Oh my god. Oh my god, WG. I think he's actually doing it. Golly, where's the reinforcements right now? No, the A-clicks! The A-clicks that baited them! No way. It's a full recap now. We're under 2 minutes. Teal, I cannot believe this. The proxy workshops delayed the reinforcements. Golly now rushing out, but it's all men-at-arms. Oh my god. Mass men-at-arms versus Arbitraire with Gambesons and Revoltiquins to boot. Zero Cool's keeping it locked in though, right? He's buying time. He's keeping it cool. The Rams are stopping the countdown. They're about to be cleared up. Second wave comes in. It's all melee right now, though, against Revoltiquins. There's no way, right? There's no way he takes on 2 players. Here we go. Pavis drop. Stands his ground. Men-at-arms getting Finn here. Golly has the constant 200, but the pump takes a while to arrive. WG. I mean, he just needs full production. Like, it feels like it's the same issue on both sides. Whoever builds production near the front side wins this. Arbitraire right now just rallying past, sticking on the sacred site. He doesn't want to give the decap over. Timer is locked in, but it cannot resume until this is cleared. I think Zero Cool may have saved them. The Rams that lasted so long against the mass ranged. And Golly now moving in. Outpost coming up, Mangonels as well. I think he's actually done it. I think they've cracked the egg again. And by the way, folks, I want you to remember that while this is going on, the Wonder victory is still ticking down. We are now 9.5 minutes away from a victory for Golly. Tell me that this is not more interesting than standard free-for-all formats. Tell me that this is not 20 times better than what you normally get. Even without the resource grinder that is bounty everything. The idea of the decap, recap, resume timer makes this so clutch in the late game. Oh my lord. No more Revoltiquin play, says Golly. This time he brings the Colves to shut WG out. His one hope of recovering this really was cover and play, but that's not going to happen anymore. Knights once again arrive. They get round the back onto those coverings, though. We'll be able to snipe out quite a bit of siege here, actually. Might be enough to get him back in contention. No, the permanent bodies mod will crash the game, actually. Teal. Interesting thing from Recon saying he might prefer the Sacred Site system in general. I feel the same. The only problem is Delhi would need a complete rework. I genuinely think, like, I was surprised that Relic semi-implemented the system they use in Company of Heroes, but didn't fully implement it. For those that don't know, Company of Heroes has a system called the Victory Point system. There's 3 points on the map. Whoever has the majority ticks down their opponent's score. It's designed to always eventually force an end game, no matter what happens. So it's impossible to have a stalemate. Whereas Age of Empires 2 in the past has had that, right? Stalemates can happen. Everyone, I think, recalls the, was it 92-hour plus game that occurred? StarCraft has it as well. We've literally had games that exist in StarCraft where both players agree a stalemate. That's the whole point of these sacred sites, these wonders. They're meant to stop that from happening. Green's coming in the new wave. It's a lot of mangoes now. I mean, credit to him, he's going to clear up most of the hand cannoneers, so he might have an actual chance at getting back on the sacred site. But he needs to be quick. 7 minutes away. TikTok goes the clock. Mango's wailing on this. Oh my god, zero cool. Everything for a single Mango kill. How's Golly's numbers looking? He's down to 154. What? All right, slow down and recalibration here. There's still a shot here, folks. Like this is what I'm loving right now. Like in this type of game, let's say you were stuck back here and the Wonder's on the opposite side of the map. We would really be saying it's GG. We'd be saying it's GG with 7 minutes left. Like, how do you break in here? But this Sacred Site, which has less than 2 minutes now left for WG England to get the win, means this game can still go either way. Shoelace has given up. He's actually finally tapped out. He is sick and tired of not seeing the full picture. For a moment, I thought, oh my god, my heart skipped. I actually thought Zero Cool had left for a second there. He keeps his cool. He hangs on in there. Clash coming in. Mass siege out from Golly Deco now. Knights going in for the clash. Gets one of the mangonels. Spread out against the men-at-arms. They're not lasting long against this. They're getting shredded by the Arbor Trio hand cannoneers. Golly Deco needs these mangoes hitting the Arbalest mass, but they're not. Oh my god, if Zero Cool doesn't get in now, I actually think Golly's going to be pushed away. Cap's coming in. No way. Can he pull this off? 6 minutes to go for the Wonder victory. Mangonels are now attacking the Arbalest. That Sacred Site almost locked in. Oh my god! The Inspired Warrior Mangonels destroy WG! But the Sacred Site is locked again, folks. And Golly ran out of troops. He needs to reboom. Holy smokes. Springel's also now coming out. WG just trying to be strategic. Wonder time is still 5.5 minutes away. We're not focused on that yet because it's the 1 minute timer. Sacred Site victory imminent. Golly needs to get in and decap this right now. Mango's moving out. Springel's need to counter this. Knights are marching forward. Limited troops coming through from Golly. He gets on the site. He pauses the timer. Zero Cool. He's massing a killing blow here, isn't he? Knights in again. Zero Cool could decide this game. We are now, what, 55 seconds? But the timer is stalled. Golly just about keeping it alive, and there it is. Rohirrim in their hour of need. Zero Cool comes in to guarantee WG will be going out. He made his choice. He chose his side. Zero Cool says, I choose you. Pikachu. I don't know why it's Pikachu. Golly Deco is going to be his king. WG will now be denied ad infinitum. Less than a minute away as well. It's so heartbreaking. WG, the 2-on-1. And this is crazy, right, folks? I actually think WG was beating Golly Deco on a 1-on-1 here. He was destroying him with these Night Cycles. But now with the Sacred Site decapped and less than 4 minutes to go until the Wonder victory, you have one last punt. Zero Cool might be giving the breathing room, right? It's down to 25 military. I think Teal could do this one more time. One last hoorah. It's no anti-clump siege right now. In fact, it's just Arbalest hand cannoneers destroying from the back. Oh my god. And also Teal now dropping a monastery in the center of the map. Guys, there's still hope. There's still a way. He could do this. This is going to be tight. Langsneck now coming through. If they reach the line, this could be big. Cleaves in. And he realizes that he has to retreat. WG. No way did that Langsneck formation just force it. Second wave now coming in for the spears. Zero Cool. A clicking into the battle. We are 3 minutes away from a victory for Golly Deco. 1 minute away from a possible win for WG. But time is running thin here. Mango's getting some shots out, but under the men-at-arms! The Langsneck are in too! Like a hot knife through butter, he cuts down WG. And that should be GG. No monastery, no monk, no hope in hell. This game is Golly Deckel's to lose. So close as well. I cannot believe how tight this was in the end. WG so close to threading the needle. But not close enough. Oh man, I had high hopes. WG, he had my heart pumping. I think he had both of them worried as well. No, Zero Cool really just chose wherever he wanted to be. On the side of the winner, rather in that he crowned the person victor. I think really what happened here, Zero Cool probably should have just been griefing back and forth. Maybe even playing for a Sacred Site victory himself. Kind of delusional, sure. But instead, he is just guaranteed the inevitable now for Pink. I think like a lesson here I'd give over to Zero Cool, by the way, is telling Golly Deckel to delete the Wonder if he wants help on the Sacred Site. But now Golly has moved everyone in. It's enough to block it out. This is crazy, man. I genuinely stand by. I actually think WG was winning this in a one-on-one. And I'm not even sure he was using... Yeah, he had Strength of Heaven, right? So he didn't really have a great buff. If this had been the attack speed buff, imagine how clean it would have been. But there it is, a minute away. The bell rings to signal the end of the game. There is no way in hell they're getting around. No way he can capture the Sacred Site quick enough now. It's too late. He would need 50 seconds after a cap. And that means Golly Deckel will once again, get a free-for-all win in the community games. When are you all going to learn? Kill the conch. The conch has to die first. We're all the measly peons looking to take the throne, but we can't. As long as the lords and kings exist. Another one down. Let me know what you guys thought of mini-map Dry Arabia. I think this was an exciting map. Even more exciting because of the single Sacred Site in the center. But in the end, although it dictated a lot of the flow, the game will end with a wonder. GG. I'll catch you on the next chapter.